Hi, this is Karen. I'm translating the Little Drops of Inspiration done by Rosalie Marcondes. Hi, my little dear friend. Did you know that work is a divine law and consequently a blessing? We should be very grateful to our work, no matter what it is. Let's understand it a little better listening to a story. The Unhappy Servant. Once existed a man in a very distant country. He who always lived very unhappy and displeased with the life he led. All service was heavy and unpleasant. There was no task he wished to accomplish, and any little service he was commanded to do was unwillingly. He kept mumbled in the corners and became an undesirable companion even to the other servants of the house. If the boss ordered him to wash and treat the horses, he complained that the scent of the animals made him uneasy. If he requested that tasks was to go to the city to buy groceries, he claimed that the sun made him dizzy and that he was always doing the half duty. If he was ordered to collect the herd on the pasture at dusk, he claimed that the serene was bad for his delicate health. Finally, any task was performed in a bad mood and very unwillingly, although he had actually a very healthy body and strong arms. One day, he and another servant were sent to the city, and he could not stop complaining of the life he had. But the other servants listened with a lot of patience. Well, as I tell you, all the most unpleasant service is left for me. I am always doing the heaviest obligations, and if there were not enough, I live with health problems and pains in the whole body. I cannot take it anymore. Then the other servants said delicately, "Not quite, my friend. We all work hard. It's true. But we are rewarded. For the boss is good and generous. We cannot complain about luck. Moreover, every service is a blessing from God. Nothing. We are treated like animals, and we work as a donkey to gain a misery. Ah, how I wish I had a different life. How I wish I could not need to work." They spotted on the road ahead a man sitting under a tree, in front of a small gate leading to a simple and clean house. Looking at the man sitting quietly by the side of the road, his calm countenance showed that he must not have any problems, and to be seated at this time of the day, it is a sign that he does not work. "This is the life that I want," said the servant. They approached the man, and the man looked at them calmly. Since he was still a little cold, he had rather shabby but clean blanket, which covered him to the waist down. They engaged in a conversation, and the unhappy servant asked him curiously, "Tell me, my good man, what's this life? Surely it should not work." "Oh, how I envy you." The stranger looked at him calmly and replied, "It is true, I do not work like I used to. All my life I've been a hard workman. I came home exhausted every night, but happy because I had done my duty well. One day, however, I was driving a car to the village when I had an accident. The horses were frightened and the cart went wild. Trying to stop the animals which have galloped off, I jumped on the horses and stood between them, holding them with my strong fists. The line, however, broke, and I lost my balance, falling between the paws of the animals. I was very hurt, but with the blessing of God, I am still alive." And pausing, he pulled the blanket from his leg, concluding, I was left without my legs, but I do not regret. I can still do a lot, I assure you. I still have strong arms and clear head. He told them he was no longer performing the old service. And pointing with his hand, he showed a smiling boy approaching with a bundle of straws. Now I make baskets to sell. My son helps me and we have managed to survive with this activity. And raising his forehead upward, he spoke with tears in his eyes. God is so good. I have a loving family. I do not lack service, and I am alive with the grace of God. As you can see, I have everything I need to be very happy. The grumpy servant bowed his head in shame at the lesson he had received. He moved out of there, meditating on all the gifts that God had given him, and which he had never been able to enjoy and thank. From that day on, he became another man. With good spirit and joy, he fulfilled all his tasks, always remembering to thank God for the opportunities he had given him in life. How about we always be grateful to everything that life offers us? So that way you can become a changing agent and make this world a better world. Kisses in your heart and much gratitude.